This video is sponsored by PokemonStore.com, the best place to get yourself some TCG code cards. They are compatible with TCG Live, and you can of course get everything on the website for 5% off using the coupon code ZapdosTCG. This video is also sponsored by CARDMARKET.com. This is a European platform where you're able to buy and sell cards to people all across Europe. I personally use it every single day, and you can do it as well. And you can use the referral name ZapdosTCG to help support the channel. This video is also sponsored by PLAYMAT.com. This is a platform where you're able to, of course, create your own custom playmat. They have, of course, capabilities to ship worldwide, and you can get 10% off by clicking the link down below. So definitely check it out. Last but not least is Dragon Shield, the best brand to protect your beautiful cards. You can of course there's links down below for US and European people, and you can of course get your best quality sleeves available, as well as deck boxes and binders. Thanks so much for sticking around with the commercials. I hope you enjoyed today's upload. If you do, be sure to let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button, and let's get this video going. Sup YouTube, it's ZapdosTCG here. Welcome back to another TCG video on my channel. On this channel you get daily Pokemon TCG content, so be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. Today we're going to be taking a sneak peek at the future. Obsidian Flames, our next Scarlet and Violet set, comes out actually during the World Championships on the 11th of August. That's actually day 1 of Worlds, if I'm not mistaken. They will be releasing Obsidian Flames. There are some more Tera Pokemon EXs that are going to be revealed, as well as finally seeing these Tera forms having their different typing. So we will see a Darkness Charizard, we will see a Lightning Tyranitar. It is all possible. It reminds me a little bit of the Delta species back in the day of the older set. So if you guys are hyped for today's upload, let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button. With that being said, let's talk a little bit about the future Obsidian Flames. So first of all, we know the set releases on August 11th, and of course this actually will be revealed in Japan very shortly. So this will be coming out with some other cards like the Toad's-Cruel EX, which is also released in here. There's also Ice-Q EX, which is actually a fire type, super cool. Vespiquen EX, and some more shifted Tera Pokemon like Dragonite EX, Greedent EX, Revavroom EX, Metal EX are mentioned here. So this is what the artwork looks like for the set. Looks pretty cool to me. Obsidian Films, and of course all the Pokemon players and collectors alike will be very, very excited because Charizard is part of the set, and that makes collectors go wild. These are the pack artworks, by the way. So 10 additional game cards, Dragonite, Revavroom, Charizard, and Tyranitar are featured on, of course, the booster pack artworks. There will be over 190 cards, including, of course, 15 Pokemon EX and 6 Tera Pokemon EX, 12 illustration rare Pokemon, and 6 special illustration rare Pokemon and supporter cards. So there's going to be a set to look forward to. The ETB is looking like this Charmander over here. Very cool to collect ETBs, and they of course come with the classical stuff. Nothing is mentioned about a Fairy Energy. Some people were taking a look at some of the other products, and sometimes they have a Fairy Energy located on there. It doesn't seem to be any Fairy Pokemon coming back as of yet. That could change in the future. These Charmander sleeves do look pretty dope, to be honest. Unfortunately, they are not the same quality as Dragon Shield products, so be sure to, of course, click that link down below for Dragon Shield sleeves, the best brand to protect your cards. Here we have the booster box, what it looks like. Lots of stuff. Also the pack blisters over here. These are the ones typically used at stores. There also sometimes they just have a booster box at the at the shops as well. So blister packs also coming out here. And for release dates, nothing has been known quite yet, but when Paldea Evolved came out, it actually was around the time when the booster boxes came out. This is probably going to be the same with Obsidian Flame. All the products will be revealed or actually released at the same time. There's the pre-release kit, looking pretty dope, and then the Build and Battle Stadium. So we can also see the pre-release promos already. So the pre-release promo hunters over there, there's Palafin as a pre-release promo, having the Jet Punch attack. And if this Pokemon didn't move from the bench, it does nothing. But for 2 energies, stage 1, 210. It's actually not bad. Definitely because you can power it up. Maybe you're playing it with Baxcalibur. You don't know. Maybe you're powering this up with something like Palkia V-Star. This is a strong stage 1. Then there's Cleffa. Who remembers playing at Heart Gold Soul Silver or even back in the days of the Neo days? Cleffa with Eek is back. This time around is Grasping Draw. Has 30 HP, fantastic looking artwork, and has free retreat. Why is this good? It allows you for 0 energies to draw cards until you have 7 in hand. We've seen in the past that attacks that require 0 energies are pretty good. Think about the Alolan Vulpix Beacon. I don't know if it's going to be any play because 30 HP in a Lost Box format doesn't seem that great, but maybe when Lost Box finally rotates, Cleffa might see its day. There's also a Togekiss. Once at the end of your turn, you may use the ability to draw cards until you have 8 in hand. Problem with that in an Iono format, I don't think is going to be any good. It's a stage 2, however, but every single time your turn ends, you can draw cards until you have 8. Maybe in some sort of control deck, I can see this working out. It also comes back with free retreat. And then we have Mawile, Special Eater. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, you may discard a special energy from your opponent's act. So, yeah, without Scoop Up Net, it's actually pretty bad. Maybe with Penny, maybe in control decks. Special Eater in combination with Penny is actually discarding 2 special energies. I know we still have the supporter that discards special energies and Yveltal from Celebrations, but it is level ball searchable. Hey, there's definitely that. So also Rule of the Black Flame is the set actually called in Japan and will be released very shortly. Let's take a look at which cards we're going to be getting in the this new fantastic set, the Obsidian Flames. Okay, let's check it out. All together, let's just move this to the side so you guys can follow along at home. Okay, so let's see here. Yeah, I'll be doing it like this. I don't know if you can see all the text. Maybe we should lower it down just a tiny little bit. And yeah, there we go. Perfect. So there seems to be a Scyther in the set, which of course the Black Flame Ruler was the set that this card was revealed in. Yeah, classic Scyther, not that great to be honest. Scyther doesn't get a lot of love in the TCG. There's a Masquerain line with, of course, the Search Kit. Flip coins until you get tails for each head. Discard a random card from your opponent's hand. A random card from the opponent's hand. For stage 1, cardless energy requirement. It's not reliable, but maybe when we get something back, like something like a Glimwood Tangle or something that allows you to reflip coins, it might be interesting. Although if you want to go for hand disruption, you're better off playing Arbok EX from the card 151 set. There's an Amoonguss line. Yeah, that's about it. The Decidueye actually is pretty interesting. Once during your turn, you may use this ability. If this Pokemon is on your bench, you may switch it to your active Pokemon. If this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may switch one of your opponent's, switch it with one of your bench Pokemon. Okay. If it's on the bench, you may switch. It actually have pretty much free retreat, right? So you can activate the ability when the Pokemon is on the bench, and you may switch it with your active Pokemon. If this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may switch it with one of your bench Pokemon. So pretty much it's having built-in switch with the Decidueye. And before we go any further, talking about like the other cards here, we're gonna be talking about some Tera Pokemon because you are here for some new stuff first before we check out what else might be coming in Obsidian Flame. Here we have our first Tera Pokemon. It is going to be SQ EX. It is Fire type. But it needs water energy, so that's a little bit awkward, although Baxcalibur still sets this up. So this could be a basic Pokemon having some type coverage in the Baxcalibur deck. 160 damage, discard an energy from this Pokemon. During your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon can't attack. Of course, there are switch outs in the format, but be careful. This could actually be a tech card in Baxcalibur chien-pao decks because of the fact we can play Iono and then attack something that cannot attack the next turn, forcing the opponent to have a switch out or to attack with something else. Some more Tera Pokemon we're going to be talking about here is Tyranitar. Tyranitar EX comes with a monstrous 340 HP. The downside is, of course, that it is... also, by the way, these Tera Pokemon still cannot get damaged on the bench, so that's still their specialty. Nothing too great about them, but yeah, they cannot get damaged on the bench. But it also has 4 retreat costs. You don't want to have this stranded in the active position, or do you? Because it only requires 1 energy, 120 damage. That's a lot for 1 energy. Discard the top 2 cards of your deck. So the cool thing is, this is compatible with Cheryl, right? You can, with 340 HP, 4 Cheryls, 4 Palpats, maybe something like Team Yell's Cheer and Silene, and then you just keep spamming the attack. Let's go! You attack, you heal, you attack, you heal, and always gonna be pinching out 120 damage output, but for 1 energy, I don't think it's that bad. And then it also comes back with the other attack, 150 damage. If any of your bench Pokemon have any damage counters, you slap 100 more, so 250 for 2 energies. Also very strong. I think this card is good. It has really great stats. Then the other Tera Pokemon we're going to be talking about here is, of course, the one that gets everybody hyped up. It's Charizard. So, Charizard, what can we say about Charizard? It is a fan favorite and comes back with an ability 330 HP and also has an attack that requires fire energies. So they need different kind of energies, which makes it a little bit yeah, strange to utilize because you cannot like use Dark Patch on this. Although you could use Magma Basin on the basic Charmander and then go into Charizard, so that could be cool. Actually, you can use Dark Patch, but it does need the required Darkness energies. It needs Fire energy, so you'll need Charmander, Magma Basin, and then Candy into this fella. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may search your deck for up to 3 basic Fire energy cards and attach them to your Pokemon in any way that you like. So wow, that's also a way you can... Yo, that's actually pretty great. Instant energy acceleration when you evolve into it, and then you can start swinging. 180 damage. This attack does 30 more damage for each prize card your opponent has taken. So let's say they've taken 4 prize cards. You are already well on your way to slap 300 damage. So Charizard is also good. So these Tera Pokemon are tearing up the scene, pun intended. And where were we? Let's just talk about the regular cards here. I think we've covered a lot of them, but this is also a very interesting card here. The Toad's Cruel EX, it's a stage 1, 270 HP, a lot for sure, and it actually makes sure that the Lost Box has a run for its money because prevent all effects of attacks from your opponent's Pokemon done to all of your Pokemon that have energy attached. So, that means that the effect of the attack, something like Lost Mine, can no longer go through on Pokemon that have energy. So you can protect Pokemon, have lower hit points, like say, imagine, if you have this, you can protect all your Pokemon from getting like Lost Mine. That's pretty interesting, right? And also 80 damage. This attack does 40 more for each of your bench Pokemon with a grass energy attached. So let's say you have like a couple of them. You can also hit for reasonable damage. You can Mirage Gate and attach a turn to get this off. Maybe in Lost Cena this could be a crazy tech card for the mirror match because they won't be able to Lost Mine, and that's actually pretty damn good. Okay, then as mentioned, we have that Fire-type Charmander. Very cool artwork, by the way. You can Magma Basin onto it, which means you can then transform into Charizard if you want to, but the ability of Charizard already gets energies from the deck regardless. Camerupt, each player discards the top card of the deck. This deck does 100 damage more for each energy discarded in this way. Funky meme deck. Victini EX. 30 damage, you may switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. It's a bulk Pokemon card, unfortunately. There is Chandelure. This first attack does 50 damage for each energy attached to your opponent's active. Not that great. Not that great at all. There's a Volcarona, which is not good. As mentioned, the Ice Cube could be a attack card in the Baxcalibur deck. We have a Lapras. This attack does 10 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon. It's not like the whole days of Flying Flip, that's for sure. Flying Flip Tapu Koko, who remembers that one? Whirlpool, flip a coin, if heads, put the opponent's active and all cards back into their hand. Another meme card. Unfortunately, we don't have ways to alter with our coin flips right now. There's Greninja EX, sniping 40, but that's not going to be doing that much. And then 120 damage. If the opponent already has damage counters, 120 more. So 240 is something with damage, 300 HP, but it's a stage 2. Probably won't see any play. Okay, so we have the Palafin, which I already talked about as the pre-release promo. Palmot EX, discard 2 energies, its second attack, and if you do, you snipe 220 damage. You can snipe it, so 220 snipe is actually not bad, but it's a stage 2 again, so that's gonna be holding it back. Another Miraidon. This comes back with free retreat, by the way, but doesn't come with the tandem unit, which makes it definitely way worse, I would say. So I probably would not play this. A lot of bulk cards already in here. Clefable, interesting card. Each of your Pokemon that has any psychic energy attached to it have free retreat. And this also is stage 1. Pretty easy to get out. The Clefairy also gets energy acceleration, so yeah, this Clefable might do some wonders here. Wondrous Moon, the attack 170 damage and move any number of psychic energy from your Pokemon to your other Pokemon any way you like. Something like Guardian or Gardevoir, Sylveon tag team. Just move around the energies and then all of them that have energies have free retreat. So, interesting card. I don't know if it's gonna see play. It has low amount of hit points, to be honest. Okay, moving forward, there's the Grumpig. Search deck for 2 basic energies attached to your Pokemon. Nope, not good enough. Houndstone EX, Bug Bite, 30 damage. During your opponent's next turn, they cannot retreat. Yeah, with Jet Energy in the format, Escape Rope, Switch Guard, Penny. This is... it's not good. And then the last respects, 160 damage. This attack does 10 more for every Psychic Pokemon in your discard pile. Another one of those TCG Live meme decks that definitely could be, if you can get a lot of Psychic Pokemon in the discard pile. You could also get this off with a Raihan DTE play. Who knows? Houndstone might be a funky meme deck. It is, of course, a stage 2 Pokemon with 260 HP, rather on the low side, because if you compare with stuff like the V-Stars, which have 280 HP, it is actually not that good. Dugtrio in the format, there is, of course, Larvitar, which you're going to be needing to evolve into that Tyranitar Terraform EX. There is Wishcash. For each fighting energy attached to this Pokemon, discard the top card of your opponent's deck. Another meme deck. Let's go. Mill cards, Gutsy Pickaxe. What else is ways to get energies on this Wishcash? Yeah, you're probably off playing Wugtrio. There's a Qualv EX. If this Pokemon is damaged by an attack, even if it's knocked out, discard an energy to that Pokemon. Can we make this tanky? The Charm of Courage could help to put it to 270 HP, but that on itself will also not be enough. There's also a regular Toedscruel in here, which actually is not that great. A Koraidon. Different Koraidon than the one with Dino Cry from the Scarlet Violet base set. Has some sniping capability, splitting beam, 20 damage and 20 damage to 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon, but unfortunately Manaphy is everywhere. There's that Houndoom, which is actually the defending Pokemon is a basic Pokemon, it can't attack, but as mentioned, you can get around that with switch cards, retreating, etc. There's a Mabostiff EX, also another one of those league promos, which actually not great in Japan. They have these in starter decks and gym promo cards, but they're actually not that great. 100 damage. If the defending Pokemon has any damage counters, 120 more. So pretty much the same attack like the Greninja EX that we saw before it. Scizor in there. Mawile we already talked about as the pre-release promo. Bronzor prevents all effects of your opponent's done. Yeah, this is actually not great. Metal EX in the house. Metal Absorption and then 90 damage. These are actually very bad cards in the format. It's not going to be another Paldea Evolved, although I'm a big fan of the Tera Pokemon. Charizard as well as Tyranitar are both pretty interesting cards. Some trainer cards here as well. Yeah, there's the Atticus. You can only use this card if your opponent's Pokemon is poisoned. Very, very crazy. Shuffle your hand to your deck, then draw 7. This could be a nice supporter card for the Clodswire. Paldean Clodswire can poison the opponent as will. Then there's the Brassius. Shuffle your hand to your deck, then draw cards until you have one more card in your hand than you shuffled in. For big, large hand sizes, might be a funky one-off, I guess. Probably not. Letter of Encouragement. You can play this card only if any of your Pokemon were knocked out during your opponent's last turn. It's an item card, don't forget. Search your deck for 3 basic energy cards, reveal them, and put them in hand. Okay. Who wants to get energies out? Remember back in the days where we had that Dragonair from Sun and Moon, which was able to just make sure that you can accelerate as much energies as you want during your next turn. Well, this can also be searchable with Irida, so definitely maybe a card for the Baxcalibur chien-pao deck, which can then storm the field with energies. If something gets knocked out, Letter of Encouragement, the ability of chien-pao gets you already 5 energies. Superior energy retrieval can help out with that, so maybe a one-off there, so you can fetch it with Irida. And then we have Nemona, which is pretty much Hop. Then there's Poppy. Move up to 2 energies from one of your Pokemon to another one of your Pokemon. Okay, moving around energies. Will that be helpful? I don't know for sure, but the thing I do know for sure is that this set, as we see here, is all about the Tera Pokemon. They're tearing up the scene here, and Charizard is the mascot here. We also still need to see what Dragonite is gonna do, what the Revavroom is gonna do, which typings they will have, but they are gonna be super cool. Let's just see here. This is looking like a Darkness Tera form, so this looks like a water, so we're gonna get a Water Dragonite EX, if I had to call. Then there's also going to be Revavroom. I don't know if this is a Tera Pokemon, probably not. And then there's the Tera form of Tyranitar. So this is a little bit of a sneak peek of Obsidian Flames. I don't know if there's anything else we should talk about here. I think we've talked about most of the cards here. We've checked out a lot of different websites and came to the conclusion that this set is definitely going to be another one of those hyped sets because Charizard's in there for the collectors, but also brings some new life to some new Stage 2 Pokemon, and I'm all for it for evolution Pokemon in the format. Okay, if you enjoyed this video, let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button. Go check out our sponsors, of course, the perfect sponsors in the world. PokemonStore.com, the best place for TCG live code cards. Get some Paldea Evolved cards so you can start testing for Worlds, NAIC, etc. There's, of course, the coupon code ZapDoesTCG for 5% off. There's CARDMARKET.com for European players. You can buy and sell cards to people all across Europe. There's, Dragon Shield, links down below for people from Europe and US. And then PLAYMAT.com, fantastic website to create your own custom playmat. Do you ever dream of your own design, your own playmat where you're playing cards on? Well, now you can. Today you're getting 10% off by clicking the link down below. So start uploading your favorite wallpaper or design and they turn it into a beautiful, beautiful playmat and they ship it to your doorstep. They ship worldwide, so definitely check it out. Have yourself a fantastic rest of your day and let me know in the comments how you feel about Obsidian Flames, our third Scarlet and Violet set. Have a good one. Peace.